Alright guys, welcome back. Just finished that drop off. Guarantee you I'm going to miss the drop unless the order's picked up and there happen to be Spark drivers already on like express shopping orders, because I'm 11 minutes away from the Walmart. So yeah, gonna be live again for a little bit, probably at least another 20 minutes I would guess, unless I get lucky in a couple minutes here. But hope everyone is doing well at 10:30 Minnesota time anyways. That order that I just dropped off, and I'll probably say it as maybe a couple more people get in here, but the second drop I dropped off to, I'm almost like 99% positive it was missing an item that I dropped off with the first order. And you know, I know it's Walmart's job to make sure, and then it's my job to make sure that like the order is like fully correct and sorted correctly and stuff. But at the same time, why hasn't Spark made, like, I know that when we're at the drop off, we should really only be worried about like the first drop off and stuff and all their items. But why isn't there a button or something, anything, to allow us to check other orders' items while we're at a drop-off? Because the first order I dropped off had a total of 3 unique items and 5 total items. It was 3 Coca-Cola 6-packs, 1 Mellow Yellow 6-pack, and then a broom. However, in the tote that I grabbed, besides the broom as well, I also happen to have, what's the hardware section? Is it Heart? The blue brand? I can't remember what it is. But that had like face masks for like when you're painting and stuff, or like, you know, to cover toxic fumes and stuff. I had that in the order and I didn't see it on the item list. Spark does not update the item list, so I'm like, well, it's part of my order, so I just got to give it the benefit of the doubt, because I can't not give it to person that it ended up being with. Because if it did happen to be with that person and it's my fault for not giving it to that person, well then it's fully on me, because I'm the one who decided to take the initiative and give it to someone else. However, at this point I should just know, if I don't see it on the list and it's not like a duplicate of something else, that it's probably not supposed to be there. But I feel like at the same time, the first time I'm gonna be like, oh yes, let me change this to a different order, they will finally like fixed it or updated it to where, like, you know, it is supposed to go with the order that I'm like worried about. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Just a little frustrating. But let's see, 8 minutes from the Walmart. Didn't get anything for the drop yet, so I'm gonna guess that we're gonna wait. Love waiting. Oh man. The orders are pretty easy though, other than the little hiccup. I'd honestly say the first one was the most annoying, due to the fact that even though it was a couple items, obviously since the other 2 orders were bigger, I didn't put it in a bin. So carrying 4 6-packs and then the broom and then that extra item was actually probably the hardest one to drop off, especially since it was behind a gate. But you'll see that, and of course I'll mention the mix-up in the upcoming video for either very late tonight or early morning tomorrow. I don't know. But with that puts us, you know, if we do get lucky and no one decides to like take the tip away from us, we have $52 for the day. Granted, that's in, you know, like 3 hours now since so I would have turned it on, yeah, about 3 hours ago. So I mean, $50 in 3 hours isn't the greatest. It's not the worst, but at the same time, you know, at least I didn't pick up like, you know, a 7 for 10 miles or something and waste my time and gas for that. I don't know. Do you do Uber Eats or DoorDash at all to fill the downtime? John, in my area of Hibbing, Minnesota, Uber Eats does not actually exist in Hibbing. DoorDash, however, I would say DoorDash is like kind of hit or miss in terms of, I'd say busy. It does pick up every once in a while, but like it's not anything too crazy for it to be really worth it. Every once in a while I'll turn on DoorDash. I haven't turned it on in a couple weeks because I've been doing pretty good. But yeah, so like I think the only other app that exists here, I know Roadie technically exists here for like the Walmart, but you only get like one every blue moon, I think, for Roadie, and I've never actually done a Roadie trip, so I don't know like how Roadie actually is. I don't know if any of you have actually done Roadie, but I have personally. Hey Nicole, what's up? How's your day going? Getting on the grind as per the usual, or haven't started yet? Yeah, John. Uber Eats, yeah, doesn't exist. Uber actually as a whole doesn't exist up here. Like, I did like check, because I haven't done an inspection for this car specifically to do Uber rides up here, but I downloaded the like consumer side of Uber app, and I just like clicked it because I was curious to see how long of a wait. And it either like, I can't remember. It either said that I couldn't, or like I'd have to wait like 30 minutes for an Uber. And it was like a Tuesday at like, 9 in the morning or 10 in the morning. So it was like dead slow. So, I mean, Uber as a whole just doesn't exist up here. I've done a couple Grubhubs from Duluth. I haven't turned on Grubhub ever over here because I've barely made Grubhub work. So I just don't bother with it. But yeah, Uber as a whole doesn't exist up here. Cool. Yes, sir. Working as I'm watching you. Sweet. Just started my first order. $17.08. Shopping or curbside? Market isn't there yet, I see. Yeah, Hibbing as a whole is actually a very small town. Small, quaint town. I was told that Hibbing was supposed to get, I don't know, I think Quick Trips are only a Midwestern thing. It's a gas station, but it's like a really, like, I wouldn't say expensive gas. It's kind of like a Walmart, I would guess I say, but it's like really nice gas station. But we were supposed to get one up here, and apparently like Hibbing like rejects most places or most things up here because they want to stay like the quiet town that they are. Is what it is, but not a big deal. First Uber shopping order. Okay. Was it for Walmart or somewhere else? All right, let's see how many Spark drivers are sitting in the lot waiting. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was 5 that I saw in terms of how many people were sitting there for drivers. That's not even including potentially other Spark drivers that might have gotten express orders. I did talk to one of the Spark drivers who I think was on order number 3 for him today. He said that it was really slow and all the orders he were getting were absolute, like, pretty garbage. Like the first order he took today, when I went to do my $30 curbside, was bigger than my order. And was bigger than my order, but it was only $16 and had no tip on it. I was like, dude, I'm not sure that I'd take those orders. And he's like, well, it was for the incentive. We have a I can't remember. It's for so many trips, 7 to 8:15, I think. Complete so many trips in the morning for money. So I'm assuming he got there. But Angela, Spark app needs work. Oh, you're telling me. Uber has a button to click if the item code won't work. Just says I have the right item. Then you take a pic for the customer so they can verify. Yeah, Spark is it's pretty weird that they're so far behind. Because while yes, Spark opened up a lot later than Uber or DoorDash and stuff, you would think with Walmart buying out the third-party company that they would make their app better. It just doesn't feel good sometimes. I know that if the barcode doesn't scan, there is, if you actually click I think it's the top right corner, it's like a question mark, I think. It brings you a drop down that says help. Item won't scan. And something else, I think. If you click that, it will let you automatically type in the barcode, I think. Granted, I think it's hard to remember a barcode, but if you know for a fact, 100% that it's the right item, just memorize the barcode on the UPC that shows on your screen when you're doing a shopping order, and just type that in and then click it and it will just go through. So while it's not as ease of use, they do have a workaround for it. I know produce is a really big issue when it comes to barcodes won't scan, because sometimes they'll get what do you call it, different little mini labels or whatever they have on the produce. They'll get the produce stickers different, which then in turn screws us up. I do know though that a lot of times grocery items too, when their barcodes update, for some reason, I don't know why Walmart doesn't update the system, or at least have both the barcodes so that we can scan either one. I think they're really bad at updating stuff, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the what was I saying? I forgot my train of thought. Oh, when they update the shelves and stuff and they move things around, especially in seasonal, when they get to the very end of seasonal and they just go willy-nilly at condensing everything, well, we're looking at the shelf and the area, and now we have the modular even, but it's not there anymore. It's in a completely different spot, which is just so frustrating, because it's okay, so basically what you're saying is just forget everything you know and good luck, and hopefully you find it. But yeah, produce, ridiculously hard. I'm not gonna lie, I don't get a lot of produce myself when I get regular groceries, so I really hope I haven't screwed some people over with some horrible produce. Another thing is why, I kind of wish that there was an option when people ordered of for example, bananas. Have it so that when they click on bananas, it says, okay, do you want mega green, turning brown so you can make banana bread, or somewhere in the middle so that you can just eat your bananas, but you could also wait a few days if you wanted. Because I've only had it happen once or twice where I see instructions for that, but it's when they send us the driver notes, it's yes, please pick the greenest bananas, and it's okay, well, I picked them luckily this one time, but I can't always know that because it doesn't let me see it. I know we have the chat function and stuff, and we could just go back and forth of okay, what kind of produce do you want? Do you want firm or not? But it's that just takes so much extra time that makes it so much harder. Do you have any Spark incentives for today? I have an $18 for 3 trips between 3 and 10 today. That's not bad. $6 for doing only 3 trips per. That's pretty dang good. I think like I said, our only incentive, hold on, I'm going to end up pausing you guys because I have to go back to the Spark app to check it, is April 4th to April 10th. From 7 o'clock to 8:15, if you do an order, it goes to the incentive. It's 3 trips for $10 and it's 6 trips for $24. So I'm not gonna lie, the morning ones are kind of annoying because when the morning ones come out, then it seems like everyone's out. And it's like, it's not worth it. So a lot of times, you know, especially during the weekdays, I just sit home. And if I get something, cool. If not, whatever. But that's the only incentive I got today. Yeah, Hibbing, it's got nothing. I don't know if it's because of the zone change we just recently had, of where they're not gonna like give us any like crazy like, because now it's 2 Walmarts instead of 1 Walmart. I don't know if they're not gonna give us anything until they get like some data to see how good both areas are doing. But making banana bread, you definitely don't want green. Yeah, you definitely don't want green if you're making banana bread. But like I said, it just, I think, and I don't even think, does I know, was it Shipt does actually allow you to put like notes in for produce. I don't know if Instacart, Uber, or DoorDash does though. Does anyone have confirmation, yay, nay, on whether or not those apps allow you to put notes in for like what kind of things you want, in terms of like, you know, if I picked bananas, I want green bananas or something. So I can't remember. I know Shipt does, and if anyone doesn't know what Shipt is the Target version of Spark. Target owns Shipt, but yeah. Did the zone change help you or hurt you? Sounds like added a Walmart. So yeah, so they added a Walmart. It's the Mountain Iron Walmart, which is about, from this Walmart specifically, about 30 minutes away. Now, granted, like I said, that's actually pretty normal for most zones. In my hometown of Duluth, I think it's only 25 minutes, but Duluth is the Hermantown Walmart and the Superior Walmart in one zone together. Cloquet is not near anything else. I mean, it's kind of next to the Hermantown one if you went 30 minutes away, but they're not going to make that big wide of a zone, so that Cloquet only gets one of their zones. But personally, I don't know if it's hurt or helped me yet. I've noticed that some of the people from here have gone over there, and some of the people over there have gone over here. So, I mean, it's kind of like mixed right now of like whether or not it's going to hurt or help me. I do think that since this week has been better than last week, the reason why I made $1,500 last week, the Thursday and the Friday I made 500 and 400 on those days, was specifically because probably of the snowstorm, not because you know, my area was popping or because of the zone change. The zone changed on Monday, I think so, Monday or Tuesday. It merged the 2 zones, but I don't know if it's gonna hurt or help, because it kind of just looks like they intertwined with each other. I'll text customers and ask sometimes, but they hardly ever text back until I'm better. Yeah, that's so true. And honestly, half the time, whenever it's like, chat with the customer for a substitution, it's like, most of the time they don't respond. If they really want a substitution, they'll text me. So good luck, Angela. Back to work. Hope you're doing great. Keep staying hungry out there.